This is Dave from Dave's Recent Things, and you're watching Home Talk. If we take a little look at our Lindt chocolate box, it's got the gold and the red, and I think that's going to be the theme that I'm going to go with today, red and gold. And of course, with Valentine's coming up, everybody loves chocolate for Valentine's, or at least I do anyways. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I thought today we're going to go with a red and a gold theme. Now I have this box here, it's red, and I also have a little plate, a little fork. This is just a serving fork that I got from the dollar store. And I also have these little table scatter, I think they're glass, like little gems in the shape of hearts. And what I'm gonna do is to follow along with this whole red and gold theme, I'm gonna spray paint some of this with my gold, and I'm gonna add some accents on my little box. Everything has all been painted gold. I've got my plate, my fork, my box, and all my little gold hearts all spray painted in gold, and they're all dry, and I'm all ready to start assembling our little project. So for my box, I originally had this ribbon, but I did take it off just to spray paint, so I think I'm just gonna throw the ribbon back on there. I like the red and the gold, which is our little theme for the day today. So with just a little hot glue, I'm just gonna put this back together and add my ribbon to it. And there we go. I have my ribbon back on, my red and gold theme to match our Lindt chocolates. For the base and for the stand, the base I'm using is just a normal glass tea plate, I guess you would call it, where you put your little tea mug on there, a side plate or a tea plate or something like that. And it's fairly heavy. Now, when you're doing something like this project, you're gonna wanna make sure your base is heavier than what's up above. So I'm just gonna start with my fork here, and I'm gonna create little bends so I can attach it onto my plate. And I'm just gonna see if I can straighten this out a little bit, because that is where we are going to put our box coming down like that. So I think that's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use some cement adhesive, and this is for all types of material. I'm gonna throw some on there. And then I'm gonna place that right about here, I think. I'm gonna hold that down, and then I'm gonna take my glue gun, because the glue from the glue gun will dry a lot faster than my cement adhesive. And my base is dry now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna attach my box at the top. And again, I'm gonna add a generous amount of that cement right at the top here. I'm just gonna lay it down, kind of position where I want it to go. So my structure is all dry, all the glue is in place, everything's intact. And I was mentioning earlier about the weight on the top half, so you can see mine wants to fall over, but I did plan for it, and I do have this rock here, so if I put the rock on, voila, we're gonna have a nice balance there and everything stands up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue this rock down right at the bottom there with a little bit of hot glue. Now, don't worry, you're not gonna see the rock because we will cover it up. Now that my rock is attached, I'm just gonna take some felt here, and this is just red felt. I'm gonna cut some strips of it. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some hot glue down, and then I'm just gonna start covering my rock. And I think what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna add some felt just right at the top here, just to kind of hide what we've got going on there with the glue, just to kind of clean everything up just a little bit. And now we're ready to take some of our Lindt chocolates and start gluing them to our wonderful sculpture. And I'm just going to take just a little bit of hot glue. I'm not going to put too much on there. It is chocolate after all. And then I'm just going to hold it right there at the top in place. And I'm just going to keep placing the chocolates randomly. And then as I put like 1 or 2 at the top, I'm going to put 1 or 2 at the bottom just to even everything out. And again, I'm just being very random with it. Oh, it's looking so good. I'm excited how it's coming along now. And I hope you are too. And now I have all of my chocolates on here. Everything is ready to go. And what I think I'm going to do is I have spray painted some little hearts in the gold. And I'm just going to put the little hearts every now and then with a little bit of hot glue right on the back, just to add a little bit of that gold. And I'm just going to place them every once in a while. And there you have it, our cascading Lindt chocolate, all ready for Valentine's. And then you can just take your chocolates off and have a little snack if you want.